Yeah, a lot of people have been asking us, what about the wildlife? What do they do with all this storm damage around? Well, here at the Conservancy of Southwest Florida, we've got these little baby raccoons. I'm not sure if you can see them in here in the cage. They are doing just fine, but there's no electricity here, and the staff is working around the clock to keep these animals clean, keep them healthy, and ultimately keep them alive. Take a look at this video. They're running on generator power right now. They moved all of the animals out of the cages because they were worried about what the conditions would be like outside. Now they're keeping them inside, but the challenge is they need clean sheets, they need clean towels, they need clean linens so that these animals can be treated and fed and kept in a clean space so they don't get sick. Listen to what one of the workers dealing with these sweaty conditions is dealing with right now.
Obviously, it's a lot of grueling work. It's hot. People are getting tired, but we have new sets of volunteers coming in as people are, finishing up with their houses.
And again, a problem here is that the power is out, so these laundry machines are not functioning right now, similar to what you might be going through in your home. If you have some extra towels and your place is looking okay, the Conservancy is accepting donations in form of linens, towels, washcloths, anything they can do to keep these animals and themselves clean as they treat our wildlife, because they're dealing with the storm too. In Naples, Channing Frampton, Wink News Now. It certainly does, Chris. We are in the mobile home park off of Henderson Creek Drive where there is damage all over the place. Take a look here. This is a piece of metal wrapped around a light pole like a piece of paper. And then over my shoulder, this trailer, it lost its roof. The damage out here, very emotional for a lot of people.
And watch what happened with Harvey and Ed. You just never expect it to happen here. And it's mind-blowing.
Paul Ashby moved to tears over the destruction left behind by these winds. He says his home is relatively okay in this neighborhood, but for others, like Robert and Linnea Lomnicki, they're working to get out.
Well, this is our first rodeo.
By rodeo, he means Hurricane Irma. I asked his wife if the storm lived up to expectations.
It's actually a little worse. I mean, we were prepared for the worst. And we got it.
Their roof partially torn off. Now there are new skylights in their trailer. But they're thankful their neighbors like Rex, who is an Air Force veteran, are here making sure they're all right.
Yeah, it's, I know a lot of these folks, it's hard. So.
Working to get life back on track like good neighbors do.
The people are good. They're good-hearted. They bend over backwards to help one another. And we'll get back on our feet.
And they're working to help each other already, cleaning up all of this debris, getting it off the street so you don't drive over it and get a flat tire. Coming up on Wink News at 6, I'm going to introduce you to some neighbors who are checking these places to make sure that the snowbirds who usually stay here in the winter have places to come to when it gets cold up north. In Collier County, Channing Frampton, Wink News Now. They sure are, Lois, and if you take a close look, it's interesting. On one side of the street, you have these mobile homes that are just fine. The boats are okay. And then 20 yards away on the other side of the street, you have roofs peeled off, and you have boats with mangled debris and roofing on top of them. Really a horrific sight, and that's why neighbors in this community are checking on these homes to make sure that the snowbirds have something to come back to this fall.
I'm not over the shock yet.
Paul Ashby chokes up talking about the damage in his neighborhood.
Our good friends, their homes are gone.
He and his wife, Marcia, escaped the storm with little damage.
We did great. I have no problems at all. We just have some skirting missing. A window air conditioner popped out.
Now they're checking on their friends' mobile homes, while some were destroyed.
Friends of ours, good friends of ours, they're up in Ohio, and they called me and wanted to know if I come down and check on their place.
Following Irma's gusts over 100 miles per hour. For some like Linnea Lomnicki, the clock is ticking to get important belongings out of these places.
I needed to get my stuff out, especially my pictures. I had taken some of them, but not all of them.
Despite the damage, everyone you talk here sounds resilient, and they're confident they'll get through this together.
And you'll go down, you'll see the east side of the street is perfect. The west side, look, unbelievable.
Something else unbelievable is the fact that this palm tree fell down and missed these mailboxes here and missed these other trees. So a lot of cleanup to go forward here. Fortunately, a lot of people are out of town up north. When they come back, hopefully this will all be cleaned up. In Collier County, Channing Frampton, Wink News Now.